Hello everyone, and for this one I'm testing Doom 2016, and let's get straight to the settings. As you can see, all settings are maxed out. However, I decided to avoid motion blur because in FPS games it just doesn't make much sense to me. And for gameplay I decided to try arcade mode, which was running at Hard Me Plenty difficulty. And I'm not sure if there is more monsters in different difficulties. But anyway, besides that, I wanted to talk about one thing that was bugging for quite a while. And that is when I see comments that the Doom 2016 and Eternal are very well optimized. And in fact, it's not as simple as that. Now, I'm not saying that this game is not well optimized. On the contrary, developers did a quite good job in that. However, it doesn't mean that if the game achieves high FPS, it means good optimization. It depends on a lot of things, like game style, game engine, game API, and things like that. And Doom games are actually not demanding in their nature, because they are basically corridor shooters. And the corridor shooters are usually very simple in level design. There are very little of props and objects, and the whole environment is quite simple really. And when someone compares Doom FPS and optimization to something like RPGs, it's just really not fair, because those games and their complexity are completely different. Now, what I find surprising in this game is actually equal distribution in CPU utilization. It's actually really good, and at least in this mode the CPU utilization is quite high actually. In this difficulty and level you can usually get around 20 to 50% with 5950X, and in later levels it usually goes to around maybe 30 to 50%, so it's quite demanding from CPU, at least using arcade mode. In story mode I think it's a little bit less demanding, and as far as I saw, at least from starting levels, it was actually more GPU demanding than CPU. And in arcade levels, it's the other way around. It's more CPU bound. So my main takeaway means that high FPS doesn't necessarily mean good optimization. It depends on a lot of things. However, I can't deny that Doom is a well optimized game. It distributes load across all CPU threads very well, and it actually performs well in all the AMD GPUs. And that's pretty much what I wanted to tell for this game, and I am leaving you with the gameplay, and see you soon in the next video.
Metal overload. life acquired. Metal overload. Life acquired.
Welcome to the UAC.